The human progress in technology and chemistry has brought us the life standard which exists in most evolved countries today, but it is not without a cost. However useful this progress might be, it has brought us many negative consequences, both upon ourselves and our environment. One of the main negative results that we are going to talk about is the harmful man-made toxins circulating about in our ecosystem. We are going to focus on harmful organic substances.
Many organic compounds are the building blocks of all life and are a big part of the natural cycle. But there are also some organic substances that the human creates. These substances pose a risk to all living things even in low quantities.
Some organic compounds are very dangerous for our environment and can deal great damage to both people and animals. Some well-known dangerous organic compounds are PCB, DDT, and dioxins. PCB stands for polychlorinated biphenyl and is created within industrial chemistry. Unlike the dioxins, PCB is not created spontaneously in our nature. The toxicity in PCB is due to the inserted chlorine in the molecule. PCB compounds are also fat soluble, which means that they stay in body tissues for a longer period of time. People have been using PCB in oil since 1929 because of its non-flammable abilities. PCB has been prohibited in Sweden for some years, and the law forbade it in 1978. But there are still remaining molecules in our environment because of its persistency. People who have been exposed to PCB can get chlorine acne, blisters, and deep scars. In larger amounts, it can lead to liver damages, and at worst, it can even lead to cancer. Children born to persons with high levels of PCB can get psychological disabilities, like ADHD and autism. It has also been found that animals in nature with high levels of PCB often are left with dysfunctional hormone systems. This often causes failure in reproduction, which often leads to species disappearing in some areas. In 1948, DDT was invented as a successful pesticide. About 10 years later, it was found that a lot of the top consumers in the food chain started dying. This was due to DDT's similar abilities to PCB, as it is fat-soluble and very persistent. Therefore, bugs and fish close to the areas exposed of DDT contained the chemical. This led to the chemical appearing in higher concentration within the top consumers, causing them great damage. For example, gray seals got liver damages, and the tailed eagle couldn't brood on its own eggs without having them crack. Therefore, DDT was forbidden in the 1970s, resulting in the top consumers no longer being endangered. Even though these chemicals are forbidden in most countries, they are still used in some. For example, DDT is still used in some parts of Asia to fight malaria, and a lot of other forbidden pesticides are used in India on cotton fields. Even though most of these places might seem far away, it still affects all animals and humans on Earth, since all these chemicals are very persistent. How oneself can make a change is to boycott products that are grown in fields using illegal pesticides.